like this before. Here's my beautiful maid of honor, Lisa. She's helping me today. Welcome. We're going to get started very soon. You know what? It's still connecting. It's not.
Is it on Wi-Fi?
Oh, there it goes. It just went. We're here. Yay! And Julie has already joined us. Yay, Julie! Everybody, we're just getting people settled in. Thank you, Tim. Your brother just joined. Your brother's here. There's Dave's fingers right there. I love you all. We're gathering people. It's going to be maybe a little bit, like 3 more minutes. So, thank you for being here.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, no, I just got too much. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Laura. It's a party. Jan, so nice to see you. It's so sweet that all my friends are here with me. I'm going to cry. People really like you. Yeah, all my friends are here. This is my big brother, Sasquatch. He's here throwing a big party for me. Okay, waiting for one more. Let's show everybody. You guys can see the crowd. Everybody wave. Wait, people are tuning in from all over the world. So wave to all my friends. It's very sweet that this can happen in modern days.
Oh, what's that?
These are all of our friends. This is my lovely nephew here.
Oh, hi. What's this?
Okay, now move. Oh,
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm regretting my decision not to make some notes.
But you said you were waking up in the middle of the night. You started.
I was,
sketch.
and I have them in my pocket, but it's very loose. Yeah. Most of you know me. For those of you who don't, I play Eric in Kimberly's book. And she was very gracious in the way that she portrayed me in her book. She didn't need to be. She could have been much more mean.
No.
Yeah, I most of you know that my mother-in-law just passed. Jenna's mom just passed this last Saturday. And so Jenna can't be here with us tonight. She really wanted to be here.
She might be there.
She might be there.
Hi, Jenna.
Yeah, so that kind of threw a little bit of a monkey wrench into things, but I'm just really happy to be here. I'm really glad that it worked out. I'm really glad to see all these beautiful faces here, all these familiar people, and thank you so much for coming out and supporting my sister. Kimberly and Dave never got married in the traditional way, so I never had an opportunity to stand up and give her a toast and say all the big brother sort of stuff. But I adore you. I admire you. I always just loved what you do in the world and how you create so much beauty around you and community and just I'm just so proud of you. And it's just it's a real honor to be your brother. Half brother, actually.
The story will reveal. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Mom, you're part of this. Everybody that's aware of Mom sitting in the front row, I want to acknowledge you for being here and for being so open to me sharing this story. This is a story of love.
And I know didn't have to be that way. I know I've met other people that have had similar DNA discoveries, and it's not been beautiful like this. And I think that's probably even maybe why this beautiful publisher, Empress, came along and said, we need this story in the world because we need more stories of love. And it could have gone wrong. It could have gone south in so many ways. And you and Mom and then the whole community and Dave you just held me in the most beautiful way. So, and you allowed me to find my voice in it. So here's my voice in a hardback. I'm gonna read, if I don't cry. Oh, this is why I have glasses on.
Sure.
No, I can stand. I'd like to stand.
I'm gonna go one.
Oh, okay.
Do you want one?
I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna read chapter 19. Some of you have heard some of this story already, but I'll give you a little context. This is going to start here in Colorado, actually right out there in the pool. I had just recovered from a pelvic fracture in a bicycle accident, and so Dave and I had taken my crutches to Goodwill, gotten on a plane, and arrived here. And this pelvic fracture was around the same time that I was discovering this other possible fracture in my identity. Nothing had been confirmed yet, but I was feeling some of that destabilization already. So I will start with the pool out there. Never done anything like this before. We traveled to Colorado early August to visit family. Despite being upright and walking again, something hasn't rooted. Tentative limbs reach, but do not grab. I retreat from Colorado's dry, too sunny expanse into the pool, a fluid balm for instability. Submerged, there is nothing to hold on to, nothing to steady or unsteady me. Water joins me in ambiguity. Our first morning, while Dave and family stitched invisible loops between espresso maker, bathroom, and fridge, I go outside for a swim. I use the word swim lightly because today I spend the majority of time bobbing up and down, mostly down. It's not enough to feel water briefly splash across my face. I want full immersion. I sit on the bottom of the shallow end, legs crossed, and let water's body move my body until we are one. I want to be rippled sand on the floor of Lake Winnebago. I want to be smooth rock in Lake Michigan's great depths. I need to feel home again, because up there on solid earth, I've lost my ground. Eventually, thoughts of something salty, something crunchy, pull me from my underworld. Food and hunger never fail to tether me to reality. I grab a handful of potato chips and wander around the house looking for Eric. You can come back up here if you want. I need to orbit in Big Brother's warmth. I'm not the only one who feels good in Eric's presence. His Viking stature is dwarfed by unparalleled presence and heart. I get an extra dose because he's making up for my childhood of Spock bites, gleeking, and Guantanamo Barbie. I find him sitting in his office behind an inconceivable stack of stuff. Despite wrapped in a wet towel, I move a pile and replace it with my butt. Despite the clutter, I always feel calm and safe in his spaces. His office, garage, and the elaborate Faraday cage bomb shelter he built are all architectural proxies for his good hugs. Hey, I got something for you, he says, while opening a drawer. I smile, not knowing what it is, but return to a countless string of unprompted Big Brother gifts from the past. The Rubbermaid toolbox filled with every handy gadget an unhandy girl might need. The protective amulet for my solo European travels. The tactical hair clip for my guyvering myself out of danger. I know some of you women have that same hair clip. In an apocalypse, Eric will keep me safe. He hands me a small 5-inch by 5-inch box with a bright graphic on its cover. It reads, "Welcome to you." I know what it is. The apocalypse might be sooner than anticipated. Hey, Jay and I have been messing around with our DNA test results lately. Thought you'd want in on the fun, so I got you a kit. Subtext, who's your daddy? Subtext, but really, what are the chances? Gulp. One deceptively simple syllable for the narrative it writes in my gut. Eric grins, punching my arm. From my sister from another mister. Har har, I roll my eyes. Honestly, what are the odds? I'm more likely the product of an immaculate conception than of Mom's one-night fling. Eric smirks. Well, Mom did report having her first sexual fantasy about Jesus. True story. That tracks. The only real mystery, I say, shaking the box, is why Dad only gave me the smart gene. Touche. We let the joke land where it always has, on the surface, light, a harmless rib at Mom's free love chapter, a family artifact we dust off for our amusement. We laugh only because we know it's not true. The bloodhound has been put down. He was a good boy. That references a previous chapter. Sorry. I turn the box over in my hands. Along the edge, candy-colored chromosomes belie the box's Pandora powers. Holding the box that will bomb the joke into silence, once and for all, sends a deep taproot down through my pruned toes and into the earth for the first time since the week of the accident. But unpacking it from my suitcase a week later, the kit no longer resembles a harmless box of myconites. I stash it in the medicine cabinet, hiding it behind a large tub of chewable vitamin C. I don't want to see it every time I take my vitamins. I tell myself, wait a while, take the test casually, maybe after a glass of wine or when I'm completely forgotten about it. It's no big deal. It will just confirm what I've already known for nearly 40 years. Dad is Dad. An hour later, I march right back into the kitchen, open up the box, and spit it to the tube. I receive an email from 23andMe 5 weeks later. My genetic results are in, including DNA relatives and a basic genetic profile. I open the link and briefly scan a colorful map. More friendliness, so fun, so harmless. With my European ancestry composition, no surprises other than Ashkenazi Jewish ancestry that might explain Israelson's surname on Mom's side. Then I open DNA relatives. Eric Warner is at the top. We share 22% of our DNA segments. That's a lot. That's good. See, he is my brother. So what if we have different nail beds? But I read more closely. According to 23andMe, 22% isn't enough to make him my full brother. Right next to his name, the name I have known for 39 years as my big brother, I read Eric Warner, half sibling. I tell Dave first. I need his body, his surety, his gravity. For as long as I can remember, I am more stable in the world when I am physically attached, flesh on flesh, to sentient life. As a kid, Mom and Dad were my hosts, arm or hip pressed parasitically into them. In junior high, when I learned this behavior wasn't cool or even acceptable, I became a psychic barnacle, orbiting the space of anyone or anything safe and solid. With the roots of a giant Doug fir, Dave is my lightning rod, my earthing system, my infinite sink for excess charge. So I sit next to him on the bed until he stirs. His lids are heavy with sleep, but they register my presence. I roll over on top of him. I'm going to need full body grounding this time, and wait until he's alert enough to comprehend me. I don't want to have to say this twice. Eric is my half-brother. I say it calmly, deadpan. I'm a terrible actress. When I feel overwhelmed, I go flat, or worse, emotionally inappropriate, as if my brain blows a circuit. Signals all crisscross applesauce. The corners of my mouth sneak up, ready to crack. My ribcage vibrates, tamping down uncontrollable laughter. Dave doesn't say anything. What is there to say? In his head, lights are going on. Puzzle pieces are flying into place. His gut always sensed something off about my place in the Warner clan. He pulls me close. I want to stay in his arms forever. As long as my head is pressed against his chest, I don't need to do anything with this news. But even with the slow rhythm of his heartbeat, my thoughts travel in 1,000 unfinished directions. Did Dad know? Did Mom? How could I not know? Did I know? What do I call Dad now? What do I call this other man? And can we even be certain he's my father? I look in the mirror and study my face. I brush my teeth, make a fried egg on toast, feed Kitty Pang. Everyday routines, but now someone else is doing them. I don't know how to integrate the results, so I don't. By that evening, survival strategies take over and I convince myself it's all a mistake. Denial alongside magical thinking, my sweet anesthetizing friends. I reach out to 23andMe for clarification. Dear 23andMe, please interpret my DNA data. I share 22% DNA with my brother. Is this on a sliding scale? Could it still indicate a full sibling relationship? Could we have the same parents with just a little less DNA than other siblings? What if my DNA was contaminated? How accurate is your data? Was my sample accidentally dropped? Did 38% of my DNA land on the floor, or the other half of my half-sibling relationship forever lost in a biohazard dumpster somewhere? Can I get it back? I fall asleep, tallying, grasping, clinging. Eric and I are both tall. We're both ashy blonde. I'm hairy, he's hairier. We both like poetry, but he prefers action films. I like psychological horror. I throw things away, he holds on. I like the company of one, he likes the company of many. Dad was tall, Mom and I have Dad's legs, his lower lip. We both love science, but Dad was fair-skinned, I'm olive. Dad leaned toward depression. I lean toward anxiousness. Dad found boundaries confining. For me, they are a comfort. I open a reply from 23andMe the next morning. It's confirmed. 22% is not enough DNA to be full blood siblings. I screen grab the original results, Eric Warner, half sibling, and text it to Mom and Eric. Their replies reach another recipient. She reads their responses. She answers when they call. She registers their genuine shock and concern. She hears Mom insist there were no other flings, only Charlie. She hears reassurances of steadfast love, but I'm too far away to get the message. Pathways for dissociation are already primed. One lane whispers, "This is scary." Proceed slowly, find your feet, find your feelings. The other shouts, "I think I can, I think I can." The latter is bold, impulsive, ready to forge ahead with this new information, ready to walk on coals, brave positivity with a glittering bow on top. But in the dark den of cellular oblivion, someone else stirs. A lioness twitches her paws in a fitful apocalyptic dream, sensing a truth far more dangerous than pretty. She stays in hiding. I try to convince myself it's no big deal. Nothing has changed. And the truth is, nothing has changed, but my insides don't agree, and logic can't talk them out of it. So my body goes silent. Cell metabolism slows, preparing itself for a long winter. My nervous system responds in the only way it knows how, popsicle. Outwardly, I share the story with manic excitement. People encourage me to share, write the story down, turn it into a film. It's wild, it's beautiful, it's meaningful. I think I can, I think I can. My stomach says rest, but I don't. My nerves say slow down, but I can't. I compulsively share the story with everyone who will listen, trying it on like a new pair of stiff denim, and each time wishing them relaxed and full of holes. It's unnerving to realize they're the best fit I've ever owned.
I'm going to turn this off now. Thank you, thank you. Well, should I? No. Yeah, let's turn it off. Bye.